If I paid you $1,000 every month to wear an Afro wig, would you take the money? With wearing that Afro wig, you cannot ever wear your natural hair ever again. Would you still take the money?
Yeah. I just shave my head and wear it.
So nobody else can ever see your natural head again.
Is there a time limit on this? Like, can I do it for 5 years and then quit, or is it for the rest of my life?
For the rest of your life.
Oh, okay, maybe not then.
Okay, what about you?
I have to have an afro for the rest of my life.
Yeah, so like, you can have your natural hair, but when you walk outside in public, you just cannot wear it. You have to wear an Afro outside.
What's the point of having my natural hair? Probably not.
Probably not?
Yeah.
What about you?
Probably not.
So why do you guys think a lot of black women already do this without getting paid for it?
It's a great question. I think I'd have to be a black woman to answer it.
I mean, that's their natural hair, right?
So I mean, like, they'll take Asian women's hair and put that on, and then they won't wear their natural hair outside. So like, why do you think that they do this?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Don't know.
Okay, but you guys wouldn't do anything like that.
Yeah, we fix our hair all the time.
Yeah.
Hair's hair. It's fun to mess around with.
Yeah. I just like having the versatility, I guess. Yeah.
Hey man, them girls walking on eggshells. Them girls are walking on eggshells. They don't want to say something that offends black women. They don't want to say something that's going to get them viral to the point where they are all being attacked, because we already know the second that they get attacked, they're going to be on Instagram, YouTube, whatever, apologizing, saying that they didn't mean for it to be taken out of that context, which is why they said, hey, well, listen, I don't know, I guess I got to be a black girl. I don't know. And then we are seeing the responses of a lot of our black women when we ask, why do they wear their hair? Oh, well, because we this, because we're that. And once again, man, in a sense, to some degree, we can kind of correlate it to how a lot of your black women will say that, hey, well, listen, we can't be racist. A lot of us black folk can't be racist.
You made the statement that black people can't be racist. First of all, do you believe that?
Yeah. Black people cannot be racist. Racism is an institution. It's not a feeling. It's not a word. So black people cannot be racist because there is nothing that black people can do that will put white people on a lower level than them. Okay. And that's what racism is. Racism is a system that's going to disenfranchise you. It's going to take away opportunities from you. Black people cannot do that to white people in this country. I'm not even going to say in this country, all over the world, that's not going to be a thing.
If a black person went outside and saw a white person there and called him a cracker, would that make him racist?
No. Cracker is not dehumanizing. There is not one word that a black person can call a white person that's dehumanizing.
That's why people say black people racist. Black people can't be racist. Yeah. Racism is complete domination and control over resources, opportunities, and privileges. Black people don't control no resources. You don't control no opportunities. And you don't control no privileges, so you can't be racist. Can you be a bigot? Hell yeah, you can hate white people because they're white. But can you do anything about your bigotry? Hell no. Racism is discrimination times power. You got to have the power to impact people. If a white person get mad at you, you automatically start thinking, who do they know that could fuck me up?
Facts.
You get pissed off at a white person, they laugh and keep going because they know you know nobody who could mess with them. And the Negroes you know in position who could mess with them, they too scared to mess with them.
And one thing about me, I never ever been a fan of equality. Black people cannot be racist. If I make a racist joke towards white people, it's a joke. Suck it up. It's my sense of humor. But if you're white and you make a joke towards black people, I need you in that fucking electric chair tomorrow morning. You know better than that.
There are people who argue blacks can't be racist because racism is privilege and power together with anti-black or racial antipathy. It's prejudice plus power. Black people don't have power and therefore they can't be racist. I think that's nonsense. I think that's a playing with words. It's an Orwellian dishonesty of the use of language. Racism is racism. It means antipathy toward people of another race because of their race. It hasn't got anything to do with whether or not you can act on it. I mean, you can add the additional consideration of the implications of a racist attitude for social function, but the idea that a person is not racist if they have antipathy toward people of another race because they belong to a group that is on the whole powerful is in my view, a kind of playing with words.
When you look at our answers, you see that, hey, well, once again, white women, they have to tiptoe around the answers. White women, they can't even say anything. They just saying, hey, well, listen, I guess I gotta be a black girl. I guess I gotta be a black girl to understand it. But hey, ma'am, you do understand this is how black women feel about y'all wearing their hair, right? How do y'all feel about that? But once again, you know, these women, once again, they're more conservative, right? And when I say more conservative, they're more laid back. They're not going to try to be argumentative. And I'm not going to say all of them, right? They're not going to try to be argumentative. These are your average white women. These are your women who I would say are your basic white girls, your women who just use logic, your women who are just calm. We can say the same thing about the sisters that your boy Trey decides to interview. However, we see the outcomes of that. We see how a lot of your women, right, a lot of your sisters be combative. They try to argue with this man. Now, granted, you know, there are some sisters he has kind of conversations with that goes perfect, right? That's just perfect. These sisters conduct themselves in a manner that a lot of sisters should conduct themselves in. But for the most part, from what I've seen, a lot of women, they feel strong about, you know, being able to wear somebody else's hair, right? But the second somebody else is wearing their hair, it's coming with all of these stipulations. And from what I've been seeing, for the most part, a lot of times they will say, hey, I don't care if they wear that. But for the most part, anytime that they do wear afros, it's always for a negative intentions. It's always for bad intentions, as if they can tell you what their intent is when it comes down to wearing that hair. Now, granted, to some degree, if somebody out here, you know, putting on a blackface and then putting on an afro, I can understand that. But for the most part, if a white woman is wearing an afro, which a lot of your white women would not. But if your white woman wears the afro, what would you say? How would you feel? And here's the thing, right? I saw it firsthand. Me and my girl, we went on a cruise. We went on Royal Caribbean. It was either Royal Caribbean or MSCs, but we went to Nassau, right? Now, if y'all jump on cruises and if y'all went on Royal Caribbean or MSCs, y'all will know what I'm talking about. Y'all will know what I'm talking about. When you go to Nassau, as soon as you hit that port, there are going to be a bunch of people sitting there asking you questions, asking you, oh, can you do this? Do you want to go ahead and buy this? Somebody try to go ahead and try to sell me some of that Mary Jane. I was like, man, look, I'm going to be freaking toe up out here, man, if I get something from you. Yeah, no, right? But the second we came in, there were people who are braiding hair, right? And my girlfriend, right, mind you, my girlfriend is black, but she decided to walk by a woman who was getting her hair braided. Now, mind you, this is a white woman who was getting her hair braided. And what does my girlfriend say? What does my black girlfriend say? Why is she getting her hair braided? Like, oh my gosh, they want to be just like us. They want to, it's like, ma'am, like, come on. It's not that serious. It's not that serious. Maybe this woman wanted to come out here and come have an experience, right? But this is where it kind of leads into your women saying that, hey, well, what are the negative intentions? They must be putting that wig on or must be braiding their hair for negative intentions, right? This is where you get the word culture vulture from. And it's just like, once again, man, a lot of these women are not trying to culture vulture. Maybe or culture appropriate, right? Maybe they just like the hairstyle and maybe that's what they want. But because generally speaking, black women wear, then all of a sudden it's an issue. Now, we just had a video about a guy who was getting on Anton Daniels because, you know, Anton Daniels, he out here to some degree race baiting, I mean, for the most part, I can't necessarily pinpoint it, but I can pinpoint where he is being disingenuous and he is just arguing just to argue. But what I will say is this guy wants to bring up how a lot of your sisters wear wigs, and he wants to compare it to how a lot of your other women wear wigs and weave, and the negative stereotype that comes with black women wearing wigs and weave, right? And this is, I mean, for the most part, as I stated before, working in corporate world, right? Working in a corporate world, right? I worked in a corporate world, and I can tell you right now, when you have white women have wigs or extensions, it makes the hair look longer, or it just changed the color of the hair. So they probably put on a brown wig, right? Still straight hair, still white woman's hair, still like a white woman's hair, and it is straight or a different color, right? Generally speaking, the blonde or brown. Why? Because white women can either be brunettes, have brown hair and brown eyes, or they can have blonde hair and blue eyes. But guess what? Our black women can't get that. Our black men can't get that. So the fact that we then have our sisters who are trying to put that stuff on their head and then try to say that our Malaysian brothers and sisters, because they can do that, well, we should be able to do that. Once again, it doesn't, number one, it doesn't account for the blonde, it doesn't account for the straight hair, right? The straight hair, because they can grow blonde hair, but they can't grow blonde straight hair, people, right? But they can grow blonde hair. Just look at the pictures. So what does it say about the straight hair? Oh, well, we can straighten our hair. Once again, it will always be something for women to be able to use an excuse, right? To have an excuse to be able to wear somebody else's hair and gatekeep their own. We are seeing it every single day. But you can kind of see where the racism comes in, where our sisters like to gatekeep, our sisters saying, hey, well, listen, we are automatically coming in with the best intentions when it comes down to wearing blonde, straight wigs, right? But when they want to wear afros, they're coming in with the piss poor intentions. I mean, once again, I see the hypocrisy, but let's continue.
Excuse me, you guys. Out of all the races, who do you think is the beauty standard?
You know the answer to that question.
What is that?
Standard?
Yeah, the beauty standard.
That would be us. Don't you think?
Why are black women the beauty standard?
I mean, I feel like we're just the blueprint.
The blueprint? What do you mean by that?
I mean, that's in a league, a category all of our own.
By you being the blueprint, that means maybe other races want to be like you guys, so they copy the lip fillers, maybe skin tans, BBLs, things like that.
Yes.
But what
it all comes naturally here.
What about black women with the wigs, though? The straight hair wigs? Because black women don't grow straight hair like that? Or am I wrong?
They don't, but then that also speaks to the versatility of black women and the creativity of black women. One minute you can have your afro curls out, the next minute you can pull it straight, next minute you put your braids in. I mean, who else can switch it up like that?
I mean, they could, if they perm it, right, and damage your hair. Like,
No, because you can straighten it out. You can blow it out, literally, and press it out.
What do you mean by that? Sorry.
Our hair is so versatile.
Yeah,
That's what we're trying to
you
say.
could wash it, blow it, and just straighten it, and then tomorrow, or right now, it'll just go back to its regular natural. It'll just go back to its regular natural state.
Okay. But I mean, don't white women, like, can't they do like a perm and make their hair curly and make it kind of look like a black person's
No,
natural?
they would never have our texture.
Oh, you don't, even with the perm?
No.
What about the women in the 80s?
Have you seen?
Like back in the 80s, like the big, the Jerry.
You've seen a white woman with your hair texture?
Nah, never.
Yeah,
Never seen that.
exactly.
Never
They'll
seen
never
that.
have
Thank
that
you.
texture. They will never have our texture.
But so you guys don't feel like the beauty standard is straight hair that comes from the Europeans?
No, it's not our beauty standard. No.
Oh, you don't think so?
No.
Why do so many black women wear like wigs and stuff like
What do
that?
you mean so many?
I feel like it's not so many black women do that. Yeah.
They do.
So many.
You're right. You're
She
right.
has her beautiful curls out, her tresses out. I have my little updo out. What do you mean? He has her beautiful. Look,
Mhm.
what do you mean so many?
Yeah. So I mean, that's just like, a lot of what I see like in like Atlanta, places that where the younger women are. So I feel like the younger women, they like all the bust downs that go down to their feet and all that.
You're not lying. You're not lying.
Yeah.
You're not lying.
Yeah. So I would like to see the natural hair, but
I
they.
feel like you are in the
Yeah.
DMV, you will find more natural hair.
Mm.
I feel like here, I do feel like, you feel like, right? I feel
People
like
are embracing.
Yes.
Yes, women are embracing.
Do you guys always wear your hair natural like this?
Yes.
I respect that. It was nice meeting you guys.
They will never have our texture. They will never have our texture. So, I mean, shoot, for the most part, they shouldn't even be trying to go here and trying to have our hairstyles and all of this extra stuff. Man, but y'all don't have the same texture as them. But it's just so funny because anytime you try to have these conversations with these sisters, they will always make any and every excuse as to why they should be able to wear wigs and weaves that resembles a white woman's hair. If you have blonde hair in your head, you are trying to resemble a white woman. Period. Period, man. Like, it does not make any sense. It does not make any sense. But of course, once again, you leave it up to our sisters. They're gonna try to make an excuse for it. And then secondly, right, ma'am, let's not be disingenuous here. I mean, you can even just look it up. What race of women generally wears wigs and weaves? Your black women. As I stated before, you can sit here and say that white women wear blonde wigs and blonde weaves as much as you want, but it always resembles their hair. And a lot of times you don't even notice that, right? Men don't even notice that. To be honest with you, men don't notice that. Men notice when a black woman is wearing some hair that does not belong to her. But when it comes down to a white woman, a lot of us do not ever know, because it literally, I'm like, okay, this is a blonde hair, blue-eyed woman, right? Oh, well, she just took the blonde wig off of her brown hair, or she just took the brown hair off the blonde wig, or she just took the blonde wig off the blonde hair, right? Because I guess the wig just looked the best she want. I mean, like, come on, people. But once again, we try to give our sisters the benefit of the doubt all the time when it comes down to these arguments. You can't. You can't, because it always ends up with double standards. It always ends up with contradictions. Most of your black women wear or have worn wigs. Stop being disingenuous. Let's continue.
Excuse me, ma'am, I have a question for you. If I paid you $1,000 every single month to wear an Afro wig, but you could never wear your natural hair ever again, would you take the money?
No.
Okay. What about you guys? Would you take the money?
No, not enough.
Okay. What about you?
Yeah.
Would you take the money or not? Or
I have to wear it everywhere?
yeah, so you can wear your natural hair like in the house, but as soon as you walk outside the house, you have to put on an Afro wig.
No.
Why wouldn't you take the money?
I get my hair from my culture, so I just love representing it, so I wouldn't
Okay.
do anything else.
What about you?
It wouldn't look cute on me.
You don't think so?
It would not look cute on me.
Okay. What about you?
No, it doesn't match my
Like your face and everything?
Our dad and my brother, they have Afro hair because we're Puerto Rican, but we didn't get that. We didn't get our Afro hair. Yeah. They did. They
Okay.
did though.
So you guys like the way your natural hair grows?
Yeah.
Why do you guys think a lot of black women already do that without getting paid? Like they'll take hair that looks like yours and wear that for free. And you guys wouldn't even take money to wear like an Afro wig. So why do you think black women wear the hair of another race? Thank you for watching the video. If you would like to finish the full video, you can subscribe at patreon.com by hitting the first link in the description. Not only will you get access to this video, but you'll get access to every single video that I've ever posted, which is over 100 heated debates. I post the full videos on patreon.com just because YouTube does like to censor a lot of things, just because people today are so sensitive. So if you would like to support me and support my movement, then go to patreon.com and hit subscribe. I appreciate you.
Hey man, definitely. Hey man, listen, I'm gonna leave a link down to his channel below. Definitely go to his channel. Hey man, because this is getting spicy, right? It's getting spicy. But guys, listen, just look at these Hispanic women say, once again, we don't want to wear anybody else's hair. And as you heard her say, well, because once again, I just feel like anytime you have these conversations, I feel like they just get a sense that, hey, well, this is going to circle all the way back around to black women, which just literally proves our point even more, that most of your black women wear wigs and weaves. But anytime we want to have these conversations, as you saw with the sister before, where she just said, hey, well, listen, look at all of these black women who wearing wigs. Why are you saying most black women wear wigs and weaves? Like, stop being disingenuous. And this is the issue that we have with our women. But once again, you just see the Hispanic women saying that, hey, well, listen, we don't want to give up our hair because, once again, this is our culture. This is our culture. So why in the world we want to sit here and cover that up? Why we want to cover that up? And then the other two just kind of fell right behind with them. Fell right behind with the first chick and said, hey man, listen, now our Hispanic, our Hispanic cousins, brothers or whatever, they have afros, right? Or Hispanic afros. And I'm pretty sure I can put some pictures up here. We already know some Hispanics who can grow some afros. People, let's be real. Let's be real, right? But for the most part, when it comes down to these women, they wear what belongs to them. They wear what belongs to them. And they say, hey man, listen, this is our Hispanic hair. We were able to grow it. This is our culture. Once again, we're just going to stick with that. Same thing with Native Americans. They do the exact same thing. They do not cover their hair. They love their hair. But yeah, when we ask the black woman, well, what's the most beautiful thing about a black woman? A black woman will say her hair.
What is the most beautiful thing about a black woman? Hair. What is the most beautiful thing about a black woman?
Her crown, her hair.
But yeah, they always cover it and they will always make excuses. And once again, hey Trey, bro, you are exposing, man. He has to do more interviews with other white women and other Hispanics because he already has a nice catalog. He already has a nice portfolio of the responses from our sisters. Now we need to hear responses from other from other races of women, right? And the reason being is because now we can kind of compare and contrast and see, well, okay, once again, other women don't want to wear that bullshit. Other women want to wear what they were born with, whereas our sisters want to make all the excuses to wear somebody else's stuff. That's just not fair, people. But, you know, hey, man, listen, and once again, I'm not knocking, you know, when, you know, your sisters are wearing, you know, I guess box braids or, you know, wearing, I guess, certain weaves, I guess that's what you put in your head. Once again, there's a lot of sisters, light-skinned sisters, dark-skinned sisters who can rock that, who can pull that off. Do not get me wrong. And I don't mind, you know, sisters wearing it from, you know, one day out of the month, one day out of the year. But, you know, when it comes down to trying to gaslight men into accepting this, when it comes down to gaslighting men into saying that, hey, well, listen, I guess I have no choice but to deal with this, that's why I kind of draw the line, right? And then all of these sisters who try to make the excuses for it and try to gatekeep their hairstyles, it's ridiculous. But y'all guys let me know down below, what do y'all guys think? Do me a huge favor, leave me a like, leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel. Until the next one.